This is my audience for my speech, and she's recording it. In an article written on January 15, 2007 by Gabe Malcolm for CNN, nearly 80,000 children are reported missing each year. That's more than 2,000 a day. To make things more shocking, of these 115 incidents, 57% ended with the return of a child, and the other 43% ended in a less happy ending. These statistics are very alarming but very true. A lot of us don't really think that this is going to happen in our lives, and I'm sure Ted Bundy's victims didn't think this was going to happen for them either. Unfortunately, the topic about Ted Bundy is not the most exciting and uplifting thing, but it's something worth knowing about so we can be aware and we can prevent this in the future. Today I'm going to be informing you of all who Ted Bundy was, what he did, how he escaped from prison, and along with his trial and his confession. To begin, we need to dive in and understand who Ted Bundy was and a little background information about him. He's always known to be a little different than his peers in his early life, according to biography.com, an article written in January 28, 2019. Around the age of 3, he became fascinated with knives. A shy but bright child, Bundy did well in school, but not with his peers. As a teenager, a darker side of his character started to emerge, but they found out that Bundy liked to peer into his friends' windows and kind of just look about what he wanted to steal. Bundy graduated from the University of Washington with a degree in psychology in 1972. During his studies, he fell in love with a girl, but soon after they broke up, and what you can see in his future victims is that they all resembled what she looked like with dark brown hair. By the mid-1970s, Bundy had transformed himself into a more outwardly confident-looking man. Because of this, it made it hard to claim him as guilty for the crimes. By the look of things, he seemed like a pretty normal guy. Now we'll look about what exactly he did and how he was able to get away with it for so long. To begin, in 2019, Gabe Falcom wrote for CNN that Bundy confessed to 36 killings of young women across several states in the 1970s. But experts believe that the final tally may be closer to 100 or more. In 2007, the Crime Museum states that Bundy would prey on these women with a ruse, often wearing his arm in a sling or his leg in a fake cast and walking on crutches. He would use them as a charm and faked his disability, so these victims would help him carry things or unload his car, and this would be easy for him to take advantage of them. He would also be known to impersonate authority figures such as police officers and firefighters to gain victims' trust before he attacked. Bundy grew up to be a charming and intelligent guy, so for many people, finding out that he was a serial killer was really shocking. But when he moved to Utah, this is when people started to suspect him. On November 13, 2019, according to History.com, by the fall of 1974, the disappearance of young women stopped in Washington and started in Utah. After Bundy enrolled in law school in Salt Lake City. He later expanded his area of attack to Colorado, and on August 16, 1975, he was arrested by police when he prowled the neighborhoods in his Volkswagen. Bundy was charged with murder, but then escaped out the window in his courthouse. For 8 days, he hid from authorities in the outskirts of Aspen, and he was caught and put in a jail cell where he then escaped again on December 30th, 1977. After 2 weeks, he was at Florida University where he attacked another girl, but then was found with a stolen Volkswagen. At this point, he was taken to trial, and this is where we will find out how he acted during trial and about his arrest. He always defended himself confidently and in court, but after evidence was revealed, he was proven guilty. On July 31st, 2017, the Crime and Investigation reported that the testimony of one of the survivors proved damning for Bundy. The dental evidence linked him to the attacks. The jury returned a verdict of guilty, and on the 30th of July, 1979, the judge sentenced Bundy to death twice for the murders. After the second trial, Bundy still pleaded that he was not guilty, but he confessed to the murder of Kimberly Larch and tried to plead for insanity. But another sentence was made, and he was given the electrical chair. On January 9, 2019, Adam Jonas was writing for A&E Television, and he stated that Ultimately, Bundy was convicted of 3 of the murders and sentenced to die. On the eve of his execution, he confessed to dozens more, admitting that he might have reached a total of triple digits. After compiling all the research, after finding out about who he was, what he did, how he escaped from prison, and along with his trial and his confession, we're able to understand that he might be America's most notorious serial killer. Perhaps now people will be more educated on the fact of Ted Bundy and what he did, so we can further educate people and not make this an issue in the future. Thank you for listening to my speech.